What's up everyone? In this video we are talking about the 5 industries that are going to need freelancers in the apocalypse. That is the current apocalypse. What opportunities has this pandemic brought to the freelance market? And we're not just going to look at industries, but we're going to look at some of the skills within the industries. This was a question I got the other day in one of my comments. I don't remember if I responded to it. If I did not respond to it, I apologize. I meant to respond to it. I just didn't get around to it. But I'm going to address it here. What industries are opening up? What industries are going to need freelancers as we move toward remote work, as we move into this online space? And then what kind of skills do I think those industries are going to need? So if that's something you're interested in, stick around. Hey minions, if you're new to the channel and you like what I have to say, then be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss a video. Only do this if you like what I have to say and if you want to hear more about freelancing, entrepreneurship, and personal world domination. Alright, so the first industry where I see a really big opportunity is education. That's probably number one for me. Education is going to be a big one. We have all of these schools shut down. All of the traditional schools, public schools, were always in person. You showed up, your kids showed up in person. They went to school all day, and suddenly they can't do that anymore. Now they have to be home, they're home with parents, and this can't last indefinitely. Like right now, school is suspended indefinitely. We don't know how long it's going to be. Are they going to be out of school for the rest of the year? I have no idea, but we need some way for kids to go back to school. So I see a really big opportunity in the education sector where soon, if something doesn't change, parents are going to have to start homeschooling their children. That means they're going to need materials. That means they're going to need content which they can use to teach their children. And that means the companies that create that content and provide that content are going to need content creators, writers, people who can come up with the content, who can do the research, who can put it all together into documents. If you're someone who creates PDF documents, or if you are a writer, this is a good opportunity for you. Also, the colleges and other big school systems are also switching to this model. So they've sent all of their students home, and now they're teaching online college. Colleges that were traditionally in person are now online. These also will need content created for them, and they're also going to need other things like online systems. So a lot of colleges, most colleges already have some kind of online systems, but their online systems weren't teaching all of their classes online. So there's opportunity to create content for those classes if you can be the person who can do that. There's also opportunity in the form of different kinds of platforms becoming available. If you're an app developer, if you're a web designer, there are going to be opportunities that open up for teaching platforms as well as websites for different types of learning, because not every parent wants to homeschool, or if they do homeschool, maybe they don't want to teach. They don't want to be the one teaching. So there's going to be opportunity for online teachers who are more specialized, who maybe aren't affiliated with schools. For instance, I can't remember the name of the websites that teach the Chinese students, but there's websites you can go to. If I think of them, I'll drop them in the description. You can go to these websites, sign up, and you can become a teacher. And you can teach Chinese students over the internet. So this is kind of what I'm envisioning. So there's opportunities if you want to be a teacher. That could be something. Just be looking at where those platforms are. You need to search them out and find out where you can teach students online, because I think we're going to start to see more people teaching online because it just has to happen that way. Maybe it'll be traditional public schools, or maybe it'll be more privatized and more specialized, such as hiring a teacher who would normally come to your house and teach your students. But content writers, web developers, software developers, you're all in a good position for the education market. Just start looking for opportunities there. All right, let's move on to number 2. That's going to be small businesses. And a lot of small businesses are really struggling right now because they're having to close their doors. They can't take customers in person if they're not an essential business. So now they're in this online space. That's the only opportunity they have to reach out to their market. They can't do business in person. So if you are somebody who has skills such as web design, software development, copywriting, ads, social media management, things like this are going to be important to these online businesses. They're going to need to update their website. They're going to need a website that is modern and SEO friendly and helps them get found in search results. They're going to need copy for that website that doesn't suck, because that website's not going to attract customers over their competitors who do have good websites if they don't have good copy, if they don't have good design flow, things of that nature. So there's opportunities for branding, there's opportunities for copywriting, there's opportunities for content and web design, and just setting up the systems that are going to put these small businesses together and get them back online, get them back to functioning at a level where they can start making money and sales again. Because just because their business is shut down doesn't mean they can't deliver stuff. There are things that can be delivered. So think about that going forward. Also, ads, Google ads, Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Bing ads, whatever kind of ads that you specialize in, these businesses are going to need ads because they need some way to get in front of their audience. They need some way to defeat their customers, and they need to do that probably by spending a little money to make some money. So ads are going to be a really important area. If you freelance in those areas, or if you're looking for opportunities, getting into ads is going to help small businesses, and it's going to be sellable to those small businesses. A lot of small businesses use traditional televised ads. I don't think that's the way to go right now. Even though a lot of people are at home watching television, the ads just aren't that effective compared to these other forms of online ads. And a lot of people are spending a ton of time online right now. So be thinking about that. One final area with this is social media management, because what I've seen around here, at least, is a lot of small businesses use social media really effectively to communicate with their potential customers. For instance, I bought a pistol the other day, and I communicated with the tactical company through their Facebook page. They actually didn't have a website. They only had a Facebook page. So I reached out to them through their Facebook Messenger, and that's how you get a response. And I've done this with other places like our dairy farm that we get our raw milk and stuff from. We communicate back and forth with them only through Facebook Messenger, even though we could call them and even though we could go through their website. It's just an easy way to do things. So social media is going to be a need for these small businesses. They're going to need to be in front of people. They're going to need to be responding to messages. This could also be a customer service area for some people. If they had a small team before who dealt with customers in person, maybe they're going to need more people to deal with customers online. So there's a customer service need there. Number 3 is going to be enterprise businesses. These are the big companies, the big companies that had to send a lot of people home or had to lay off a lot of people. They still have service needs, but they're all moving online. And that means there's two big key areas I can see right here. The number one area that they're going to have a need for is technical manuals, maybe for their operations and for different parts of their business that weren't previously documented online. They might need technical manuals to help their employees who are now working online understand, here's how we do things, this is how you handle this situation, this is how you handle this software system, this is how you get signed up for this account. They're going to need these things. They might do this by either written technical manuals or video manuals. So if you're the kind of person who can create either of those things, either content for technical manuals, or if you are someone who's willing to be on video and have a professional image that an enterprise company might like, then that could be an opportunity for you to create some manuals for them. These enterprise companies are large. They're also going to need tech support, because if they haven't been previously operating online and all of a sudden they move online, well, then most of their management team and most of the higher-ups and even most of the employees may not be familiar with online environments. So even if they're a bigger company, if they're like a big manufacturing company or just some other company that produces a product that can be shipped and delivered, but they haven't been doing business online, then they might need tech support people that they didn't have in place before. So if you are someone who offers tech support, I'd be on the lookout for enterprise companies, because they will probably be willing to pay tech support people at least a regular salary so that they can have you and keep that support ongoing, whether it's for their customers or whether it is for their employees who need to be up and running at all times. Number 4 is an opportunity that I see with solopreneurs. So there's a lot of people who've been laid off. They don't really have a way to make money right now, and many of those people are entrepreneurial. They're going to turn to different ways to make money online. They might go to Etsy, they might go to Shopify, they might go to eBay or Amazon or some other place where they can put things up for sale. For all of these people, they're going to have needs in terms of things like Etsy shop setup, Shopify setup, website setup if they want to sell through their website. All of those things require elements of web design. They require elements of maybe some software development knowledge or just some basic systems knowledge, stuff that a virtual assistant would probably have. If you're a virtual assistant, this is a good time for you in that area. You can look for solopreneurs to work with who you can help them get set up and then help manage their business. And there's also some social media needs here too, because a lot of businesses, a lot of new entrepreneurs will get into social media stuff. They'll be trying to promote themselves on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on all these different social media platforms. So there's some opportunities there for people who are into social media. If you're a copywriter, a content writer, a social media writer, you can help with those sorts of things. And then also, that setup element is just going to be a really big one. So if you are a virtual assistant or if you're a web developer, someone who can set up these systems and these websites for people, that's going to be really valuable for them. The last one on my list is for people who aren't all in with entrepreneurship. They aren't really they're not trying to set up a full-blown e-commerce store or anything right now. These people are just trying to talk about things they love, or maybe they're just trying to do something different. There's going to be a lot of opportunity with YouTubers, and this could be other businesses that are dabbling in media and in video, but there's going to be a big opportunity for people who are freelancers who can either do video production, video editing, maybe audio editing and production, writers who can write video scripts. These are all going to be important areas because there's going to be a huge influx of people who are at home, they're bored, they're starting on YouTube, maybe some of them start to get traction, and they just want to improve, they want to get better, or they want to find ways to get more views so that they can collect more ad revenue or drive people back to other digital products. So this creates a whole new world of opportunities. If you are let's say you are a video editor or video producer, these are already high ticket items that you can sell for a lot of money. If you're looking for a skill, you need a program like maybe Camtasia or some other video editing software. I use Camtasia. I don't know what other people use it. They use Adobe products all the time, but you can look into those yourself. If you can edit and produce videos, that's a big one. If you can make covers for YouTube videos that stand out, that's a big one. So that's a little bit of graphic design. If you can write video scripts, that's going to be really important because a lot of people have never been on camera and they don't really know, they're not comfortable being on camera. Some of them want scripts. They want to have things scripted out for them. I don't really do that, but other people like that. And writing video scripts is not easy. I don't do copywriting for sales video scripts because I can't stand it because they're not easy. And usually when I write them, the speaker doesn't really follow the script anyway, so it turns out like trash. But if you're good at that, then maybe that's a really big opportunity for you where you can make some money. You've also got the audio production element because not everyone wants to use the same music. So you might have people asking to produce unique sound pieces or different kinds of sound effects, things that different YouTube video audiences would need. Those are all going to be big, important areas. So those are my 5 industries that are going to need freelancers in the apocalypse. Let me know your thoughts in a comment down below. What do you think? Are there any industries that you think could be added to this list where opportunities are going to open up that we're not thinking about right now? Where can you niche down as a freelancer? What can you be looking at? What services can you provide? Share them in a comment if you want. You don't have to. I always love to hear comments from you guys, though. It's always really awesome. And we've been having quite a few comments. I'm impressed. I like having the back and forth with you. As always, thanks so much for supporting the channel. I really, really do appreciate you showing up, clicking subscribe, and dropping a like if you like the video. Anyway, I guess that's it. I'm DeVille. I'll see you next time.